told me his wife, I got a dude under the table right now going to town on me. Let's wrap this up.
It's true, he did.
It's damn true, he did.
God.
Hi, kids.
Hey, kids. How's it going?
How is it going?
How is it going? It's probably going better than Silent Bob's life right now.
Oh, my God.
Dear Lord.
All the things.
All the stuff and the things.
Here's the scary part.
What's that?
We're less than 2 weeks from our previous release.
Is the world ending?
It's almost like we're getting back into
Are we
a
dying?
normal pattern. I have the...
Like, we have cancer, don't we?
Yeah, I've got the cancer.
We have the cancer.
I have the Rona. I can't taste anything.
No, but the guy under the table could.
Yes, he could. Pass the salt, please.
No, it was plenty salt.
Yes, there was. I had pineapple for lunch, though, so. How's everybody been doing?
How you guys doing, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
missed you.
We did. That's why we're back sooner.
Yeah.
Rather than later. Because,
we like doing this.
We actually enjoy this for some reason.
Sometimes we got to split hairs and
sometimes
the notes.
Sometimes you got to go chicken hunting.
Who's going chicken hunting?
We's going chicken hunting.
Ironically, we went chicken hunting and ate it right before this.
Yeah, it was good
recording.
chicken too.
It was damn good chicken.
My illustrious wife made chicken. Yeah, it really was.
Had to clean up the drool just now.
Ooh. Praise
good.
him and the glorious.
Praise him. Preach
yes.
a child.
Yes, Jesus. So,
yeah, one of the things we always like to tell the kids is everyone that's watching at home.
Yeah.
If you listen to the last episode, there probably wasn't a whole lot of watching.
There wasn't.
No, we had some technical difficulties, and about 16 minutes or so in, I lost all audio with the video feed.
Yeah, which was odd. So I can get you the audio, I think.
I think at this point they're not going to watch it.
Just no point.
Yeah, well, this will be the first episode.
Well, yeah, this will be the first next.
Next first. Carry the one.
Okay, yeah. The next first one.
The Nexus of Fate is what we're going to call it. I don't know.
Why not? As long as there's not a snap involved.
Snatch or a snap?
Well, I would want a snatch involved. I'm here all week, kids.
So hopefully this episode, if we reference what you're seeing, you can actually go
see
what
you
you're
can actually
seeing.
Yeah. We can actually figure it out. So to make up for the last time, he's still in the same room with me.
Mm-hmm.
For the kids who didn't see it the last time because we didn't, he's here.
Yeah. We were actually here. Like I said, there's no framework between us.
No.
I can go on his side.
Yeah, no plastics.
Pull a quarter out of his ear.
I mean, do I get to keep the quarter?
I mean, you can use it to go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face. Uncle Buck.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. You were looking at me like, what the fuck, man?
Look, I know what you're talking about there, Buck Melanoma.
No.
Holy Russell's wart.
You should see the toast. Couldn't even get it through the front door.
I know. It was the 18-inch drill bit.
That's what it was.
Into the lock.
I love the snow shovel to flip the pancake. Was like
my favorite part. Who has a griddle that big? I mean, I don't think there are industrial places that have something that big.
I've been in restaurants in the kitchen, and that was custom made. That was a custom job. Right.
Bisquick's stock went up like 300% that day.
Something. I thought there was a flour shortage in one of the suburbs of Chicago.
Oh my Lord!
For truth.
So what kind of housekeeping things we got going on?
Well, okay, so anybody that listened to the last episode did get to enjoy the berating that we gave Jeff, our new lackey.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
Who we do appreciate you, Jeff. Yes, we really do. Thank
you. We appreciate you.
We appreciate it a lot.
So one of the things that was mentioned on the last episode was if Jeff could get his wife Katie to go online and leave a comment, we would hook him up. And the day after the episode aired, I look on our podcast and we have a comment from Kate 1986. I won my t-shirt for being put through the Karate Kid movies and Cobra Kai on your guys' behalf. With several laughy faces. Yeah. And I also got a text from Jeff.
I don't know. That kind of sounds like she enjoyed it a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, I think she got a little bit of
she
pleasure
enjoyed
out of
it.
She enjoyed it.
Yeah. You know what Jeff told me?
What?
She has never seen Back to the Future. Mm-hmm.
I can't go on, kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's it.
Mic off.
We're
done.
Done. The fuck.
Yeah. So Katie, I'll dig through the pile and see what we got. I can send you.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got something.
I might have to hand deliver it next time I make my travels back up to Ohio.
Well, you only have one job the next time you get up to Ohio. Let's buy more bratwurst.
Oh yeah, that's happening. Oh yeah, Carly's bratwurst. It's coming down. I'm gonna buy a big chest freezer and just throw it in the back of the car.
Oh yeah,
and bring it down.
Get that Yeti 110 action happening.
Right. The $280 cooler.
Hey, if it means that the bratwurst gets here,
I could probably put them in there
it.
Fresh, and they would arrive frozen.
Fresh.
You know, it's how cold that thing
Well, yeah,
is.
that's true.
It's kind of like the Bang. Tell the kids about the Bang.
About the Bang.
You have the frozen Bang.
Oh yeah,
haze,
apparently
purple sticky punch.
Some of that sticky icky.
That's right.
No, apparently my wife's and our Frigidaire fridge is really fucking cold. It's a lot colder than I thought because we had a can of Purple Haze Bang actually freeze up and explode. Not explode as in it, shrapnel or anything, but just enough to like pop the top. And by the top, I mean the seam on the edge of the can, not the actual.
Kind of looked like Adam Sandler took the little kid from Big Daddy shopping and they were trying to get a 10% discount.
It kind of, yeah.
Looked like the kid was just slamming him on the ground. It had a nice sharp edge sticking up.
I think it was the one can that Frank the Tank punched when he was going awesome.
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
Damn right.
That's right.
As always, we need to whore ourselves out.
Yeah, as per usual.
Instagram at the Maximum Effort Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. You can email us, the maximumeffortpodcast@gmail.com.
I'm sorry. Well, hold on. What was that email address?
Oh, I'm sorry. There
it is.
maximumeffortpodcast@gmail.com. We have a Tweety
at Maximum Cast.
There it is. Facebook at the Maximum Effort.
If you still use Facebook, you'll find us somewhere.
If you're still trolling around with the rest of the senior citizens.
Zuckerberg hasn't banned us yet for anything I've posted, so we must be doing all right, I guess.
Oh, Derbyshire hasn't. He's
left us alone thus far.
Well, our last name isn't Trump. So.
That's exactly right. We're under the radar.
We didn't wear a MAGA hat. Whew, dodged a bullet on.
Bing! They're getting closer every time, kids.
Yeah, well, work is hard.
Yeah.
What do you say, Mr. Scream?
I was gonna say, isn't it great when movie quotes can become inside jokes?
I know, dude.
That's like the best thing.
It is. It is the best thing. It is the best thing ever. Isn't that right, Mr. Scream?
I didn't want to do it too loud and blow the kids' eardrums.
Well, yeah, we got to save the ears.
Yeah, we're trying.
We are
one eardrum at a time.
One eardrum.
Or as Kevin Smith calls it, get that ear pussy.
That's right. Give you an eargasm in that ear pussy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We love you, Kevin.
We do.
We need Kevin to listen to one of our episodes.
Oh my
God. He listened to the
movie. Trust me,
guy.
when we do Mallrats,
you're gonna hashtag the shit out of everything he represents.
Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I'm going to tag that.
Yes.
I'm going to every still I can find on Google. I'm going to put it on the Instagram. I'm going to tag his ass. I'm going to hashtag his ass. I'm going to yeah.
If you remember, quite a few episodes ago, he did like something that I posted on Twitter.
It's true, he did.
Instagram. I'm old. I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure it was the Tweety.
It's the aspartame, kids.
It's all that damn Diet Coke.
I'm telling you.
Whores. Yeah.
Speaking of whores, what are we filling the kids' ears with this today?
Oh, well, we're going to take the ear pussy and we're going to take it all the way back to 1984. We're hopping in the Wayback Machine. My
notes say June 8th.
Did I just? Oh, wow, I'm stroking out here.
Did you just say hopping in the Wayback Machine?
I was I said in the Wayback Machine. Like the low machine, man. The Wayback Machine is yeah,
He's losing it, I think.
God, where am I?
Exactly. Holy shit, where are your pants?
You told me not to wear them.
That's because I needed someone under the table.
Should I tilt the camera down?
I think you should.
No,
For the rest of the episode, they just get to look at our glorious crotchless.
Nah, it's
crotchless?
Crotchless?
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying.
Hansel? No, we're going to go back to 84.
Point of order.
Point of order.
Yeah. Let's just talk about the damn
movie. Let's just talk about the fucking movie. We're going to talk about Ghostbusters.
Yes.
And when we say Ghostbusters, we mean the actual one.
What would the unactual one be?
That fictional piece of shit that never should have happened in 2016.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There was never a movie that came out in 2016 that had.
It's like that Sinbad movie that everybody thinks they saw with him as a genie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently they did an all girl version in a parallel universe.
No, I don't believe you. Can't be true.
I want my 2 hours of my life back, Paul Feig. Yeah. It was an abomination.
It was bad.
When Bill Murray looks like he doesn't want to be there,
Bill looks like they just wrote him a bigger check than he requested.
Yeah, he was just there for he was there for the money. He was there to earn the check, make sure it cleared, and then that was it.
It was terrible. But no, we mentioned the other day, a lot of the crap, and I say crap, Jesus, let's just start over. Fuck. A lot of the crap that we talk about is making a comeback.
Well, yeah, because there are no more original ideas.
Exactly, they ran out. So I think we're in good standings to talk about the things.
Oh, absolutely.
But for the uninitiated, there is a Ghostbusters movie that is a direct sequel of the originals coming out this year. We're going to talk about that a little bit more at the end.
Yeah.
But that's why we're talking about Ghostbusters now, because in about 3 or 4 months, it's going to be really relevant.
Well, I thought we were talking about Ghostbusters because it was awesome.
Yeah. We're in the Rockies.
I mean, why wouldn't it be awesome? Each one of us is wearing an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on their back.
What are you, an exterminator or something?
Yeah, some lake and play. He's got a cockroach up on 12.
That'd be one hell of a cockroach.
Bite your head off, man.
Well played.
Thank you.
Segue. So yeah, we're gonna throw some Ghostbusters at you. I got the old Googles here in case we have to
just in case
reference ourselves. Yeah. No, you know what? I forgot. I wanted to go back and issue a retraction. From
That's
the last
true.
Episode.
We do have to before we
that.
go in the Wayback Machine. We got to go in the Wayback Machine to last episode.
Yeah, we're gonna go way back to the back before we go back to the forward machine.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I think I've gone cross-eyed. Technically, both movies took place in 84.
They did.
So we don't really have to
well, this
go
one
anywhere.
Did better, this one did better than Karate Kid.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A
little bit.
But the last episode, Eminem, No,
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Dr. Dre, my apologies. The last episode, I had mentioned about where Daniel's getting the crap kicked out of him. And he's laying on the mat crying, and Miyagi tells him that his best karate is still inside. Now time let out. And I commented that that's at the end of the first movie when he's getting his ass kicked by Johnny. Our fantastic note taker, while listening to the episode after we had already released it,
called us on our crap.
He did. He said, actually, that was at the end of the third one after Johnny, or not Johnny,
after Matt
Barnes had kicked the shit out of him. And I'm like, damn, you're right. Now I feel like a douchebag.
Yeah, now we're morons.
So there's my
because I didn't
retraction.
catch it. Now I'm just as culpable in that bullshit as everybody else now.
Yeah. So I apologize.
I
need
apologize
to have someone.
too.
You ever listen to Dax Shepard's podcast?
I have not yet.
At the end of it, his assistant goes back and listens to it and then says, during the episode, he talked about this, but that's actually not factual. This is what he should have said. We're going to need one of those if we keep our dumb shit up.
Basically. Yeah, even though Jeff doesn't want to be on mic, he's going to have to like set up a mic in his place and be like, all right, here's all the shit they fucked up.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Still haven't heard from JR or Stan, by the way. The hell, guys. Just Why? Are we?
I just want a note or an email that says, hit me back. You
messenger
fan. This is
pigeon.
Stan.
Messenger pigeon. Smoke signal. Something.
That's
oh, really?
He'll get bored of us. He's listening. I know he is. I can't.
Wait, which one?
Both.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Eventually, they're going to be like, fuck, these guys won't leave me alone. And then they're going to reach out to us and be like, hey, guys.
Yeah, they're going to reach out to us with a restraining order and a cease and desist.
Yeah. Well, I felt bad, too, because I did not check our emails a while back when we took a little hiatus.
Which hiatus? Dear God.
The first one for the 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And JR had emailed us. And
I emailed him back.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I emailed him back.
I'm pretty sure I answered it.
Okay. Well, then he got 2 replies and he probably thinks we're retarded.
He's not that far off.
Well, he's, yeah.
Isn't
Apple
it?
Doesn't fall far.
Isn't admitting you have a problem the first step?
Chips fall where they may. I didn't want to spit on the boom mic there.
My French rabbit air.
Yeah, it's the taters. All right, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Right on.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get there because I had a thing I got to talk about when we get to the thing. You ready?
Like to hear it? Here it goes. Go ahead and start.
Okay, so Ghostbusters initially was an idea brought forth by our holy genius, Dan Aykroyd. God bless him, because Dan Aykroyd actually is a believer in the occult and in aliens, and he's part of a paranormal society, as I remember. I forget the name of it, but he's a part of it. And so he wrote this script, I think he said like 81 or 82, and he wrote it for him and John Belushi and Eddie?
Yes.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that classic.
There was only going to be 3.
That classic 80s
cast. Because they were moving from Saturday Night Live and they were getting big and all that. So he wrote this script about these guys that essentially were exterminators. Yeah. But they exterminated ghosts. They caught them and removed them from people's homes, and you know, everybody's like, that's a fucking stupid idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, let's be honest.
I mean, when you put it on a cocktail napkin, yeah, it does sound kind of lame.
Along with the little 12-inch Stonehenge.
That's right. Yes, sir.
It's 12 feet. No, you wrote inches. Moving on. So he wrote the script, and eventually Ivan Reitman got involved, but I don't remember how. I think because I think they finally sold it to Columbia in 83. And I think this is on a second rewrite, maybe. I don't know. If anybody wants to fact check me, please fact check me, because this is, you got to remember, I'm going off of special features off a DVD from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So, as the story goes, Ivan Reitman was slated to direct it, and they gave him essentially 6 months from the time of
to finish the rewrite?
No, to shoot the thing.
Oh, to
shoot, cut, and release. They wanted to release it in the summer of 84 because they were going up against, what was it, Indiana Jones and Karate Kid from the last episode. And what was the other one? Platoon? Or did that come out? Platoon came out later.
Yeah, Platoon was later.
86.
Born on the 4th of July.
No,
that was 89. Kid 3. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to remember from the last episode.
Yeah.
Well, one of the big ones that was supposed to be a cast member was Beverly Hills Cop.
That's right.
And that's the one that beat it that year.
Yeah, that is. So he had 6 months and no budget because they only had a $30 million budget. And I think originally the budget was 12.
Yeah.
Originally the budget was 12, and they're like, no, we're not going to be able to do this for 12. But by God, they did. They got Bill Murray, of which, I mean, come on, it's Bill Murray.
Wow. It's Bill Murray, the Murray brothers.
Dan Aykroyd. was Dan supposed? Dan was in the original one.
Mhm.
Did he? I'm trying to remember. He wanted to be in it the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Got Harold Ramis because they had all him and
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Harold. Harold and Bill actually worked together at Second City.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what Second City is, fuck you.
Yeah.
We can't be friends.
Just leave now.
Yeah, we can't be friends. And so, yeah, they shot the thing basically in 6 months, and they had one of the special effects gurus from Star Wars, or they were supposed to, and he couldn't do it, so they ended up with Richard Edlund.
Nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
Not Eglund, who was Freddy, but
right.
Yeah,
Robert Englund.
And I'm jumping all over the place.
Yeah,
it's
all right. This is what we do.
But I mean, it's just essentially took the premise that Dan Aykroyd had and just made it, a slapstick. It was kind of a Keystone copy kind of thing.
Yeah,
much more because it was supposed to be a little more serious in the original draft. Yeah,
originally it was more. Not so much horror, but more suspense.
It was just darker.
Yeah.
A little darker. A little more,
They cheesed it up a little bit.
It wasn't as comedic as it was going to be dark comedy. Do you want to call it that? You want to go that route? Dark comedy.
Yeah, I think once they brought in Bill Murray
and Harold.
And made a couple of
because they had worked together on Caddyshack.
Yeah.
And Stripes.
Yeah. Great movie.
Oh, yeah. Boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom.
Yeah. Go watch it, kids.
Oh. You think Private Pile would have made it in Stripes?
No. I think he would have blown all their heads off.
He still would have snapped?
No, I think he would have blown all their faces off. He'd have been the last man standing.
Anyway.
Exactly. So we had Bill Murray came in, played, of course, Dr. Peter Venkman. Dan Aykroyd ended up playing.
Who's like the least scientific of the bunch. He's just ended to get the tip wet. Like that's all it is. Yeah. God, the opening scene alone sets up his character. That explains
his whole character.
Well, right even before that, the opening shot of his office door where they wrote Venkman burn in hell.
Yeah. Obviously somebody was well loved
above the hotel tag that said please clean.
Yeah. Obviously somebody was well loved on campus.
Oh, somebody was really loved on campus. Dan Aykroyd played Ray Stantz.
Mm-hmm.
Harold played everybody's favorite character, Egon Spengler. Dr. Egon Spengler.
Great name. He collects spores, mold, and fungus.
Mm-hmm. So he does have hobbies.
Oh, yeah.
Or as we like to call him, Egon.
Ooh.
Peaked the meter on that one. Look, there's a red dot there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, buddy. And the main character who all the spooky stuff happens to ended up being Sigourney Weaver from Alien. Ripley from Alien in a comedy.
Played the damsel in distress, essentially.
Kind of, yeah. Like, you just...
It was such a script
It was a 180 for her, because she's like, I'm killing everything and I'm going to survive, and, just sleep in a hyperchamber between movies.
Basically.
Between millennia. Till Paul Reiser shows up.
Exactly. And you can even flash forward all the way to Galaxy Quest.
That's true, yeah.
And she plays like the biggest bimbo. Like, they wanted her in Galaxy Quest. I don't want to go too deep into the weeds on this one, but they wanted her basically to play Ripley. And she's like, I'm not doing it.
No.
I will play the dumbest character you can write because I want to be the exact opposite. I'll
play the most idiotic Ripley ever.
So go watch Galaxy Quest. She's amazing in that movie.
Ripley would never have loaded the zipper that far.
No, for sure. Hell no. Well, Ripley's boobs are also natural then. I'm pretty sure there had been enhancements at that point for Galaxy Quest.
Well, I mean, everybody was start playing with the new toy that was CGI. So
yeah, that's right.
I mean, come on.
That's true.
But Sigourney Weaver played Dana Barrett, the heroin.
There it is.
Do we want to call it
allow
heroin?
Better than calling it smack, I guess.
The lead smack.
The lead smack. I think Venkman was the lead smack.
He was the... Oh, no. He's the lead whack.
That's true, too, yeah.
So they started shooting, and originally there were some casting changes because Rick Moranis, who was also in Second City and part of that whole Canadian... he was one of the... Oh, God, their name is like right on my tongue. From Strange Brew. The Mackenzie brothers.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the Mackenzies.
Yep.
Well before he shrunk his children. He played Louis Tully, but originally Louis Tully was supposed to be played by John Candy. And there is some...
Who was in Stripes.
Who was in Stripes also. And somewhere, if you look it up, I'm pretty sure there's test footage. I remember seeing something where he was in the apartment, or they were shot something. I don't know if it was test footage or if it was, but I mean, it just, he made Louis Tully, like you felt bad for him. Like it wasn't funny. You know what I mean? And I think at that point, I think he did something else.
Yeah, I think Louis Tully was...
It was supposed to be comedic relief.
Yeah, he was there to be the yin to the yang of
Dana Barrett.
Yeah, and it was more just like, man, like, why won't she go out with this guy?
But
he
was, but again, he was so just like kind of slapsticky. Like it was insane how much this guy got locked out of his own apartment.
Yeah,
he's an insurance, or is he an accountant?
He's an accountant.
He's an accountant. Like he's excellent with numbers. I mean, he's talking about how he got the salmon for like $1.29 a pound.
Yeah,
and like just
very detailed story about the salmon.
Oh yeah, and about the aspirin, and about the vitamins.
Yeah,
about everything else. So anyway, premise is:
what does he take, like 1,000 grams of vitamins a day? I think.
Oh sweet Lord! I mean,
Rick Moranis was the perfect choice for this after all was said and done.
Oh yeah, yeah. So. The story is you have 3 professors of parapsychology in a university in New York. Venkman's just trying to date college chicks. Egon's taking it seriously. Ray's taking it seriously. The opening sequence happens in a library, in the New York Public Library.
Yep.
The actual New York Public Library. What was the librarian's name?
Grace.
Was it Gray?
She passed away 30 years ago.
The blessing.
Silent Bill's gonna look it up.
Silent Bill's Schuler-Robe's looking it up. I think it auto-completed there for you, champion.
I can't look at that.
You didn't have to type the rest.
Her name was Alice. Her real name.
The actress's name was Alice, but what was the name?
I bet she's credited as the frightened librarian. Watch.
No, because they said her name. I mean, granted, she was Ray Finkel's mom later.
Hold on, we're still looking here, kids.
Yeah, we're
entertain yourselves for a second.
Talk amongst yourselves.
She is literally quoted on IMDb as librarian.
No, I guarantee you.
No, I know she does.
Because Venkman asks her name.
Are you
currently menstruating?
Janice, Alice. Maybe it is just Alice because that's her real name.
No, it might have started with a J. I don't know. Are you currently menstruating? What does that have to do with anything? Back off, man. I'm a scientist. And this is kind of where the start of, as Winston Zeddemore would put it, the dead rising from the grave is happening. Venkman, Stantz, and Spangler get kicked out of the university because why?
Basically, they were
no respect,
no results, no respect, no respect at all. Very excitedly from the dean
Oh yeah, he was
like, bye-bye.
He was like biting his lip from
Yeah.
enjoy. I think he came in his pants twice.
I think he did.
He had to have.
I think I definitely saw the jizz in my pants face.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that like lip quiver.
It happened.
It did happen. So, Venkman gets this brilliant idea to start up a ghost extermination business. And
because Egon explains to him, I think I have success. I forget how he says it, but he says, I think I have successfully found a way to contain and neutralize a spirit.
Yeah, he's been working on the containment
unit and the packs.
And he did something on a calculator and showed the numbers of like the growing paranormal activity in the New York area. And so of course they scam Ray out of his inheritance.
Yeah.
And
it's gonna be fine, Ray. Everyone has a second mortgage these days. What is it? But at 39%, you didn't even negotiate with the guy. No, you're not gonna lose the family farmhouse, Ray. My parents were born in that house.
I was raised in that house.
39%.
39%. It was in 84.
In 1984.
In New York.
In New York.
So, of course, that gets you a rundown firehouse that, and I quote, should be a demilitarized zone.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a pole. And Ray loved sliding.
You guys try this thing? This is great. We should stay here. The night. Sleep over. And the realtor is just like, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And Venkman's like, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And basically hilarity ensues from there.
They hire their very, very annoying loudmouth secretary she has almost as recognizable a voice as Gilbert Gottfried.
Or Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jonas!
Yeah. Janine. Played by Annie Potts.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Exactly.
You do?
And
you have?
No, they're totally discreet.
Yeah, the lights and sirens, man. Lights and sirens. Oh, it was so good.
But yeah, they go for what seems like a decent amount of time without any employment whatsoever. Yeah. So, what's the one line we always say when we're eating? Slow down, cheers.
Oh yeah,
this fine meal represents
this feast. This wonderful feast represents the last of the petty cash.
So they're basically admitting that they're broke at this point.
They have spent all the money. They spent it on a hearse that they had to fix up.
Ray pulls up. And
all the money went into the containment unit.
Yeah, that too.
And
I'm sure that cost a pretty penny.
And the unlicensed nuclear accelerators, and the colander helmet that shows up later on.
Mm-hmm. That was necessary.
Necessary evil.
So yeah, they get their first call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she actually walked in. Well, wait.
No. They got
rewind. They got the hotel call first.
Hotel call. That's how Dana found out about
that. Well, she found out because they had a TV commercial.
Well, yeah, they actually we're ready to believe you. Good times.
It's such good times.
So yeah, they got the hotel call, and the guy explained what was going on, and said it's always been isolated to this area for years. All the hotel staff knows about it, but no one really talks about it.
Yeah.
And at this point, the quote-unquote ghost has now ventured into the rest of the hotel, so that's why they were called.
Yeah.
And, of course, they get into the elevator, and they turn on the unlicensed nuclear accelerators.
The proton pack.
And all you hear is the... Yeah, that was a much better impression than mine.
I have spent a lot of times in my youth making that sound.
Well done.
And the best part of it is they turn it on and Ray and Peter just kind of like slowly go to the back corner of the elevator like that's going to save him from a nuclear blast.
Yeah, they'll be fine if you just move back about 6 inches.
It's totally fine.
So they get up to the hotel.
It's the doubt in Egon's face that sells.
I don't think he was prepared for the
He's
sound.
Like, I built it. And it's like, oh, shit.
It's not supposed to do that.
I've never heard that before.
So yeah, they get up to the
12th
floor, and they separate.
They promptly fry one of the maid's carts.
Mm-hmm.
And Then they decide to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
With Egon in the PKE meter, and he's like pushes the guy and the bumps into the wall.
And he just keeps walking.
Egon
just keeps walking.
Egon is oblivious.
Yeah. But yeah, Ray says, I think we should split up. And Venkman goes, that's a good idea. We probably do more damage that way.
That's right. That's right.
And it's like those little quips that you get from Bill Murray.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense if anyone else said it. You'd be like, why is he being an asshole?
It wouldn't work.
But it's Bill Murray. You're like, well done.
Yeah, buddy. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, they split up and they finally find, Venkman finds Slimer first, right?
No. Ray actually does.
You're right.
Because Slimer's there just pigging out on a room service tray. Just making him. Which, fun fact, the ghost that everybody eventually came to know as Slimer was modeled after John Belushi's character in Animal House.
Oh, nice.
This is like an ode to Belushi.
Nice.
Because Reitman and Harold and Bill and everybody worked with him. They worked with him on Saturday Night Live or whatever, or Animal House.
Yeah.
And so that was supposed to be Belushi's ghost.
I get it.
That's supposed to be, what was his name? Otto?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Otto, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Otto.
That was him.
I'm doing it.
So, Ray runs into it, goes to shoot it. Ghost disappears into the wall.
I'm sorry. John Blutarsky.
Bluto, that's what it was. Yeah, Bluto. Otto was the frat guy.
Yes, very good.
Otto was one of the frat guys.
It's you don't have to worry about it.
We know this. We got you.
Got you, boo.
We got you, boo. Be cool, my babies.
That's right.
And then Venkman turns the corner.
And then?
For hours later.
And then? And then?
It's looking at me, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can hear you, Ray.
Nasty little bugger, isn't he? I think he heard you, Ray. And like, that was legitimately a little creepy.
This is the moment that the word slimed became a verb. Because Venkman goes, he slimed me.
Great actual physical contact. Can you move? Like, they don't know what to do about it.
He's just laying there.
Yeah, spitting it out of his... And he's got this proton pack turtle shell on his back. So he can't even get up. He's just like...
He's just wiggling on the ground.
It's fantastic.
It was awesome. Eventually, Slimer makes it down to the dining hall where there's supposed to be a dinner party for some hoity-toity old lady who probably hasn't had sex since the Great Depression. And they shut the door. They lock the door.
And they assure the owner of the hotel that everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. And all of a sudden, you hear dishes crashing.
Yeah.
The flowers are still standing.
Yeah. And they're just shredding this place.
Oh, they are blowing this place up. The bar is done.
Yeah. There's no liquor left. It's all on the floor.
No.
And they're the problem,
and Egon was just like shocked. He just keeps firing away.
Here's the whole problem, though. They weren't leading their target. They were chasing their target. It's classic clay pigeon scenario.
Well, thanks, Grig.
You're welcome.
Above all, relax.
Exactly.
Right. About to get killed a million miles from nowhere. A gung-ho iguana tells me to relax.
It is what it is.
But yeah, so that's where we got the line. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice shooting, Tex.
And Spangler's face, he's just...
And then, there's something I forgot to tell you. Don't cross the streams.
Why?
Because it would be bad. I'm a little fuzzy on the whole good bad thing here. Egon.
Imagine life as we know it suddenly coming to a stop and every atom of your body being spread out across the universe instantaneously.
Like, okay, that's bad. That's bad. Good safety tip. Thanks, Egon.
Oh shit!
It's just gonna be us sitting here just quoting the movie, and then that's all.
Yep, this is gonna be because this is such a damn quotable movie.
It is
like literally. I think of all the movies we've done, this is probably the most quotable.
Pretty close, yeah. Pretty close. It's definitely going to be one of them for sure.
Yeah.
until we get later down the road.
Don't look at the trap.
Don't look in the trap. I looked in the trap, Ray. But eventually they get the ghost. They come out. We came. We saw. We kicked its ass.
Did you see it? What was it? We got it. And this trap is
just steamy with it.
Oh my God. I'm going to post a picture on Instagram. Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting on the couch scrolling through Facebook, and there's an incense burner
of a trap,
of a ghost trap. It is. It's $60. It's life size, so it's huge.
Hashtag worth it.
You put those little cone incense in it. You put it in this little piece, and then you light it, and then you put it in upside down.
Yeah.
And when you put the trap on top, it looks like it just caught a ghost, and the smoke is coming out. Dude,
that's happening.
So cool.
That's happening.
Yeah, it was badass.
Yeah. If you want to donate to that cause, patreon.com/Maximum Effort Podcast. Or if you just want to help us out.
Keep the lights on.
But
yeah, they bring it out.
He's like, and then Venkman's running through the list of costs. It's gonna be like $5,000, and
because they're running a discount on containment.
Yeah, and the hotel manager is like, I'm not paying that. He's like, oh well, we can just go ahead and put this right back in. Can't we, Ray? We sure can. Whoa.
No. Right?
Sure.
A pet.
Then he cut to the interview of Venkman. No job is too big. No fee is too big.
Classic.
Just,
that's so
he's
awesome.
such a shyster.
Yeah, he really is.
He really is, but he's everybody's hero.
Yeah, but then that one job and the publicity from it, they were nuts busy at that point.
They were, and then in walks Ripley because she came home from the grocery store one day. And her eggs started cooking themselves on the kitchen counter. Not the stove, not in the pot, all on their own.
Directly on the
They just erupted and ended on the thing and started melting. And then she opened her fridge.
Which is actually a very cool scene, actually.
It is a really cool scene.
Eggs, the carton just pops open.
They had little air jets and these really tiny holes. Yeah. And they just shot air and it cracked and cooked right there. I was amazed that the bag of Stay Puft marshmallows that the plastic didn't melt, you know, like that, dude, to pull that off.
Yeah.
In 84.
Very classy. And I probably saw that movie 10 times before I realized it was a bag of Stay Puft marshmallows.
Yeah. It took a couple of views for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But then she opens her fridge and opens the door on a trans-dimensional portal and sees one of these hellhounds. And it just goes, zoo, clang. And she runs away. Next day, she goes to the firehouse. And then the movie becomes a love story.
So romantic. You could tell when she gets there, she's straight up exhausted. Like,
she probably actually stayed up.
Yeah.
To
I mean, if I watched eggs cook on my counter and then a space appear in my fridge.
Yeah. Which, I mean, granted, it was very lavendery and very, 80s soap opera with all the smoke and the lights and everything.
It was almost comfortable.
Kind of looked in until the voice crept in with the dog.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Venkman hears Dana Barrett talking to Janine.
And almost kills himself hopping the rail.
Props. For him clearing that door.
Yeah. I mean, he cleared it. He caught it, not planned. He caught it, and almost that could have ended badly for Bill Murray, but it didn't. Man, he did it.
We could have had a whole script rewrite of why Venkman's in a cast.
Yeah,
but no, he did.
Yeah, why he's missing 4 front teeth and his nose is busted.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't have to. So Venkman sees pretty girl, runs after her. Has to go to her apartment.
I'm going to go check her out. I'm going to go check out Miss Barrett's apartment. Exactly.
They hook her up to the thing and you see that she's her on the TV and it's the first time you hear about Tobin's Spirit Guide.
Yep. Yeah, him and Egon and Ray have a whole conversation of the literature that they should use for research.
For referencing, because Zool. We're getting there. We're getting there. So Venkman busts into the apartment with Dana behind him. Walks to the piano. This is, if nothing else, we all learned this one thing from Ghostbusters. The 2 top keys on the piano, they hate this.
Drives them crazy. You just tap the last 2 keys. That's it. So he's got, and they don't even explain what it is, but he's got this box on a shoulder strap, and he's spraying.
No, it's a sniffer.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a sniffer. He's taking kind of like air samples. It's like a reverse, blood pressure cuff, but it's feeding into the thing.
See, I always thought it was like spraying something.
No,
ghost or God knows.
No, he's trying to find something to find the paranormal activity, and then they get to the kitchen because apparently there was nothing happening in the bedroom, as Venkman was keen to point out, and
very reluctantly,
looks at the cooked eggs, and then he very slowly opens the fridge. And he goes, "My God, look at all this junk food."
She's like picking up bologna and stuff,
and like in true I just fell off the wagon of my diet. That wasn't there.
Yeah,
that food was not
How dare
there.
You find that cake.
And these like 3 open Coke cans and like a pizza.
What
or
psychopath
something.
puts 3 open Coke cans back in the fridge?
Nobody.
No, you finish them or you throw them out.
Yeah, because it's not going to be any good.
Nobody should be drinking flat.
20 minutes, okay. Anything after that, just get a new one. That's not worth it.
Throw it out.
It's not worth it.
So yeah, Dana explains there was a space and there was a creature. And she heard a voice say
Zool.
And he says, "I'm sorry, I'm just not getting anything."
Well, maybe you're not using that right.
And he looks and he goes,
I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
I think I am.
Like it's his first day on the job.
He's trying, and then she has to like push him out the door. Hey, no kiss.
Shoves his face through the chain.
Yeah, through the...
Because at this point, we've seen Rick Moranis' character at least once now, and he got locked out.
Yeah, he's already got locked out of the apartment.
That was when she came home with the groceries. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
because that was the first clue, because he says that he had to climb out, walk the ledge to turn her TV down so the neighbors didn't bitch, because her TV was on full blast.
Yeah, so he just turned his up.
Right. So I just turned mine up, and I figured everybody else would turn theirs up.
Logic from an accountant, so you know.
It's all the goddamn vitamins he's eating.
Yeah, he's like high strung. Very.
He's very greasy. He's got a lot of product in that hair.
Oh,
man.
yeah. He's always wearing a tracksuit.
Always wearing a tracksuit, man. He was Sean John before Sean John, man.
For real, dude represented. So yeah, she locks Venkman out. And there's Lewis in the hallway, and he locks himself out of his apartment.
Yeah, he's just...
So that's now the 3rd time. 1, it was referenced, and then 2, he actually physically, we got to see it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of catching a pattern here.
You kind of see the inner workings of Lewis Tully.
Yeah. So then that's pretty much...
And then this is when they're starting to get stupid busy.
Yeah. I would call that the end of scene 1, moving into
Act
scene
1.
2.
Yeah, Act 1.
Into Act 2.
Yeah, and this is where they're getting all the press, and you see the cover of Omni with the proton pack. Larry King is on the radio talking about these guys. Casey Kasem makes an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up. Debbie Gibson was in this movie?
Yeah.
Which one was the birthday girl?
She doesn't have any speaking lines, but there's a birthday party going on in that scene, and the notes there.
But which scene?
Well, I was going to get there when we got there.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Moving on.
When we get there, I'll mention it again.
Moving on.
But yeah, I guess.
Well, we'll just get to it later.
I put our notes in reverse order, apparently.
Well, we thought we had it mapped out, and then,
we tried, kids. We really did.
Here we are.
But yeah, Casey Kasem does Larry King's actually doing an interview with Venkman.
No, he was just talking about it. because it was on the radio, and Venkman wasn't in the studio.
He says, "How is Elvis? And have you seen him lately?"
Oh yeah, okay. It was Ray.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
It was Ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that wasn't Larry King though. That was some other TV show host.
Sounded like Larry King.
No, it wasn't. I guarantee you.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. I'm just.
I just know I'm right.
I'm just going to it.
I just know I'm right. Just call it what it is.
No, it's fine. It's a spade. A spade's a spade. I get it. So yeah. So then didn't
want to look at the game tape.
We've discussed
Chicken
this whole
shit.
next scene, and I forget which episode where, what would have been Eddie Murphy shows up for a job interview.
Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy was not able to.
Yeah.
He decided to do some other stupid movie called Beverly Hills Cop that didn't even make any money.
What's that
year.
about? Like, that movie went nowhere.
It's terrible.
Absolutely nowhere.
And so we instead got Ernie Hudson,
who I think did better.
I agree.
Because
comedic,
I mean, he was the straight guy.
he was the balance.
He was the audience.
Yeah.
He's the guy who is the skeptic, who is like, the fuck.
Is this real?
Look, as long as the check clears,
As long as there's a steady paycheck, I'll believe whatever you want.
Exactly. And Janine's rattling off this laundry list of stuff. We have to. Can you find that quote?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find.
You need to find that quote because I want. I mean, it's like, do you believe in? I know the Loch Ness Monster's in there. Little Green Men, I think, was in there. See, I can trim all the silence out in the audio.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that with video too.
It's true, you could. But it'll look weird when you're looking that way and then all of a sudden, we're back.
I know. I can't. We're almost there.
So how are you guys doing? Write us, the Maximum Effort Podcast at gmail.com. Let us know how you're doing. Leave us a review on iTunes. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Rate us, review us, share us with your grandma.
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
Do you believe in UFOs, astral projections, mental telepathy, ESP, clairvoyance, spirit photography, telekinetic movement, full trance mediums, the Loch Ness Monster, and the theory of Atlantis?
If there's a steady paycheck, I'll believe anything you say.
You're very handy, I can tell.
Do you have any hobbies? I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
She tells Vankman at one point, I've quit jobs better than this. That's right before she answers the phone. Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, that quote was worth the time.
Oh, it was.
Because I could have never memorized that.
No.
But you and I talked about this in another podcast episode that we did, and I can't remember which one it was or why we were talking about it. But we were talking about Winston, Ernie Hudson, I can't remember his name for some reason, about just how, because like he was a Broadway actor.
Yeah.
Very serious roles. And he does this role so convincingly. He literally looks like he
came off the street.
Random guy who found a newspaper,
walked in,
needed a paycheck,
and was filching for a job.
But he does it so well, it almost feels like it was not in the script. Like he just got done with a show on Broadway. He was trying to find something to do for the weekend. He walked on set while they were filming this, and he walked in and Janine interviewed him and hired him on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, it's the
like
blank
somehow they
look
wrote
on his
that
face
in.
of like, why am I here? I don't really care, but I need a paycheck. And Janine says all that.
You can see him, the wheels working while she's rattling all this stuff off in the most bored voice in the world. And you're just going like, is she really talking about this shit?
Monotone does not describe, other than the fact that she's like 9 octaves higher than monotone.
Like she's checked out.
Flat, yeah.
She checked out.
Yep.
They all were with no sleep because apparently Ray's getting BJs from ghosts. And
how is that movie PG? How is that movie PG with that scene?
Because they didn't show everything.
I mean, I guess, but when you go cross-eyed, it's kind of implied what's going on.
Right, but I mean...
that's the implication part.
Yeah, because then he falls out of bed and everybody laughs.
Everybody kind of rolls over.
Because he's actually alone.
Yeah.
Of course, he was dressed like Napoleon in the dream, so I don't know.
Oh, you know.
Bonaparte, not Dynamite.
No.
Just for clarification.
Oh, Tina.
Eat your food, Tina.
So yeah, they bring him on, and then that's when we're introduced to.
That's when we hear about the Twinkie.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about the Twinkie?
Imagine this Twinkie is all the psychokinetic energy in the New York area. It would be a Twinkie approximately 300 feet long, weighing approximately 650 pounds.
That's a big ass Twinkie.
Did I get the numbers close?
I think you did. That was pretty damn close. Well played, sir.
Yeah.
And then later Venkman
comes down into the storage facility because, lights green, traps clean. And Ernie or Zedmore is like, tell me about the Twinkie. What about the Twinkie? And then Venkman scores a date with Dana.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dana's sitting down talking to her mom on the phone. Arms come out of her chair. She gets sucked into the bedroom. Not in a good way.
No.
Not in a good way at all.
No.
And for all intents and purposes, becomes possessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, Lewis's party is going on across the hallway that he invited her to at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry. Right before she went in the apartment to get ready for the date.
Right. He invited her to the party that night. Yeah.
He's just having a couple of his accountant friends over. So yeah, that sounds like a
clients. He invited clients.
You are right. I apologize.
Yeah.
Clients.
Not even his coworkers want anything to do with him. He's got to bring his clients.
Can you blame him though?
I mean,
he's not a terrible
look,
guy.
I would have felt more bad if it had been John Candy.
I agree. I probably would have went to the party.
I would have probably rolled a tear.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, be his friend.
Yeah, just hang out with the guy.
But
also, though, I don't know if I could see John Candy in a tracksuit. So that would have changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah, I could.
You can?
Yeah, I can. Because it would be that Century 21 gold with the brown, dark accents.
Hamburger meat hanging out of the chest area.
I mean, there might be a gold chain.
Wife beater on with the...
Might be a gold chain.
Yeah. I guess I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always figured that when I looked at it, it was the security guy from Wally World snapped, moved to New York.
I like it.
I
like it.
I mean, just...
It works.
Hashtag fan theory,
It's not
because he had the glasses on in the test from what I saw.
Folks, park's closed.
Next thing you know, he's on a roller coaster. He hates roller coasters.
Got a unloaded gun pointed at his neck. So the party guests start coming over. It's just the weirdest party. Like, it's just so weird. Oh my God.
It's got typical unlicensed free 80s music playing in the background on a stereo. Lewis is rattling off all the stats about what the salmon cost, what the ice cost, the dip, how he buys his vitamins wholesale, how he's saving because the generic ibuprofen is the same thing as the Tylenol or Nuprin didn't exist yet, so
little yellow different.
So
you got to watch the video to know what that laugh was from.
Yeah. And points if you can figure it out.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like we've missed something.
We probably did, but
so anyway, he's throwing. At one point, guests arrive. He takes their coat, throws them in the bedroom. One of the hellhounds is in the bedroom, and the coats just land on the dog.
And the dog just kind of shakes his head.
And so you start hearing the growl, and you hear Lewis Tully go, "Okay, who brought the dog?" And then the dog just busts through the wall.
Legit
busts through the wall.
Everybody starts screaming.
And everybody freaks out. And it starts going after Louis. Louis running downtown Manhattan,
mumbling under his breath while he's like, "That's supposed to be the apartment." The rambling is hilarious.
Until he gets to this restaurant with massive glass windows,
which is the Tavern on the Green.
Okay, there it is.
And that's where Debbie Gibson
is.
There's a birthday party going
on,
and Debbie Gibson, no speaking lines, because I don't think anybody in the restaurant says a word. He just starts beating the shit out of the window, and all of a sudden you hear the music stop, like, and everyone looks over at him.
Dog, Capucci, I think I got a milk bone.
And then from the restaurant patron's perspective, you just see a guy scream and slide down the glass because you don't see the hellhound.
Yeah.
And in the restaurant is Debbie Gibson hanging out. Yeah.
Cut to Venkman going to Dana Barrett's apartment.
We are introduced to sexy Dana.
Oh, yeah. Oh. And she answers the door, dress off the shoulder, hair all messy and zhuzh.
Come in.
No. She doesn't say come in. She opens the door, leans up against
the thing. No, you're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you the keymaster?
No.
Slams door in face.
The look on her face right as the door, she's like...
Here's the best part. Venkman takes 3 seconds. Are you the keymaster? I am the keymaster. Gets like... She just has the attention span of a coked ferret.
Yeah,
like
she just asked him, but let's ask.
She's a goldfish.
Yeah,
she's a goldfish. She just got nothing.
She's a puppet.
Hello, puppet. Sadly, we can't cover those movies. Although I would love to at some point.
Maybe we'll do that as one of our Patreon episodes.
Yeah,
we'll watch it and just comment on it as we watch.
Yeah,
MST3K style.
Yes. So if you want to see that, Patreon.com.
/ the Maximum Effort Podcast.
There it is. Look at so yeah.
Venkman's in
Dana's apartment. She just starts going to town making out with him, as I recall. And
he legit is like, "Okay, Tiger, let's slow down." I mean, doesn't say that, but he's
let's
slow down a little bit.
Like they're in the bedroom. She puts her in bed, and I mean, she's breathing like a rabid dog. There is no Dana, only Zool.
Like, I want to talk to Dana.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Oh, Zooly.
You've been a bad monkey.
And then she's laying in the bed.
And then he makes a phone call. Well, before the phone call,
he drugs
But in the meantime, while he's administering the 2 blow darts full of seconal that can take out a bull elephant, Lewis Tully, now possessed, who is the keymaster, is running around town freaking out carriage horses and their drivers. Or he's talking to the carriage horse.
Yeah, he's talking to the carriage horse. He walks up to the carriage horse. "Are you the gatekeeper?"
Or he's telling him about something bad that's going to happen.
I'm Vince Clortho, keymaster of Gozer.
Well, yeah, that's when he gets to the firehouse because the cops pick him up.
Well, I think he says it to the horse.
No,
because the guy riding the horse.
He doesn't say the name until he gets picked up by the cops. He's dropped off at the firehouse.
Yeah, you're right,
yeah. And so they pick him up. They drop him off at the thing. Janine answers the door. It doesn't even say what's up. It goes dropping off or picking up.
Dropping off.
One moment. Goes and gets Egon. Ray. They bring Lewis in.
Well, Egon goes outside with the PKE meter.
Yeah, and
he
it
puts
freaks
it next to him, and he
out.
turns it on, and it just peaks.
Yeah, like it's
He's
gonna
like,
blow a fuse or something.
Bring him inside.
Yeah. And they hook up the colander bowl with all the wires, and the image on the TV screen that should just be Lewis is the dog.
Mm-hmm.
This is the hellhound.
Which again, like the Stay Puffs, I'd never noticed for probably the first or second time.
Oh, I kind of picked up on that right away. It just didn't register.
Yeah.
Until I was older, like, oh, that's inside him. Okay.
It's very scary.
And he's like drinking hot water
Yeah.
right out of the coffee pot.
Would like some coffee? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
Yeah. I'm Vince Clortho.
I'm Vince Clortho, Keymaster of Gozer.
And he rattles off just a bunch of stats of like Mesopotamia or something. And Venkman calls in.
At this point, Janine's laying in the bed.
Yeah.
She's out.
Janine.
Or, sorry, not Janine. Dana.
Janine.
That would have been a weird
flip
on the script.
That would have turned things upside down.
I bet she would have turned things upside down.
She tore that ass up.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he talks about how he had to shoot her up with something, like way more than a normal human being should have. And
okay, hold on. I pulled it up here.
Okay.
I want to read it.
Okay.
So Egon says, Vince, you said you were waiting for a sign. What sign are you waiting for? And Louis, he goes, Gozer the Traveler. He will come in one of many of the pre-chosen forms. During the reflection of the Volderini, the Traveler came as a large and moving Torg. Then during the third reconciliation of the last of the McKettrick supplicants, they chose a new form for him, that of a giant slore. Many Shuvs and Zuls knew what it was to be roasted in the depths of slore that day, I can tell you. Again, I could have never memorized
form of a giant slore.
Yeah, fantastic.
Like he just sells it.
He sells it.
He sells it, dude. Like he snapped. And wow, we're like an hour and 15 into this thing.
Let's wrap this shit up then.
It's too good though.
I know it is too good. They're just going to have to listen.
It's just too good. I know what we forgot. 2 words. Walter Peck.
Oh God, Peck. We forgot the Peck.
William Atherton.
Can't come in here with some kind of a warrant or a riddle. What does it fucking even mean? Makes no fucking sense.
Walter Peck of the EPA is sniffing around the firehouse trying to figure out, just how toxic all this shit is. And he wants to see the containment unit. But he didn't say the magic word.
What is the magic word, Dr. Bankman?
Well, please.
May I please see the storage facility, Dr. Bankman?
Why do you want to see the storage facility?
I want to know more about what you do here.
You want to see it, you're going to need a court order.
He says something about, you can kiss my ass. You come back here with a court order, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
So Peck leaves.
Ever the Weasel, he gets a court order.
Mm-hmm.
Not only to... Is this after the Dana thing?
What?
Where he leaves her asleep, doped up in the apartment?
No, I think this was before. This was before Louis Tully even.
Oh, yeah, they shut it down before Venkman gets back, and then he's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So...
Sorry, kids, the Wayback Machine is kind of jittery.
Yeah,
we had to lock it back into the
Matrix
timeline.
has been glitching.
Look, there's a gray cat. Look, there's a gray cat.
So Peck comes back with a court order and Con Ed, which if nobody knows what Con Ed is, it's the power company in New York. Or it used to be. I don't know if they... I think it's still Con Ed.
Probably.
I think.
Freaking Giuliani.
Fucking Giuliani. Yeah. Ed Koch. The People's Court, I'm your host, Ed Koch.
So, but right before that happens, after Tully shows up, that's when Venkman calls.
Right. And
he's like, I have the keymaster or the gatekeeper here. And Ray says, or Egon says, that's interesting. I actually have the keymaster here.
We really need to get these two together.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Probably is not.
No. So That happens. Peck shows up the next day with a court order, a police officer, and a guy from Con Ed. They go down to the containment unit. And
Janine comes running
after
downstairs.
much,
Egon, I tried to stop him. He says he has a warrant.
After much ballyhooed and everything.
Shut it
Yeah. They shut the protection grid off.
You don't do that.
Nope.
Well, Peck comes down with the
Con Ed guy, and he shuts the power.
I've never seen anything like this before. And then there's a whole fight that happens before he actually flips the switch, and he's like, "Don't you tell me how to do my job, pencil neck." And then the cop is arguing with him, and then finally the guy goes over there, and Egon or Venkman's like, "My friend, don't be an idiot."
Yeah.
And then he kind of sneaks around, and all of a sudden, you have to be watching us on YouTube, kids, to see this, but all of a sudden Egon sneaks behind him, and he goes...
And starts walking
and
up the stairs.
And they all start slowly ascending the staircase.
Con Ed guy.
And I mean, it's a two-handed breaker.
And almost automatically, the Con Ed guy goes, "Shit."
You know what always bothered me about that scene? The alarm did not match the light.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't. They were like out of sync with each other.
Maybe it was supposed to be that
Maybe it was
way.
supposed to
Maybe
be,
it was
but my
supposed to be
ADD
that.
can't handle the fact that it's not. Or my OCD.
Remember, your pills.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Shit I got to deal with. So, the containment grid's down, the building, all of that energy just shoots through the roof of the firehouse.
And at this point,
all over the place. All of that work that they did just
done.
Shot to hell.
It's done. And at this point, Ray and Winston were driving around all night in the car.
Yeah, philosophizing.
So, yeah, that's a great scene, too.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about Revelations.
Yeah. Ray's literally quoting the Book of Revelations.
Which, the verse that he quotes isn't that verse.
Oh, like the verse he says it is not
right.
What
it's a different verse, but I don't remember.
It.
I did 7 years of parochial school, and
man's got a hobby.
Hashtag I love Jesus.
Yay.
So, which I do, but that's neither here nor there.
It wasn't a joke.
No, it wasn't. But Winston kind of makes the suggestion that maybe the dead have been rising from the grave,
and that's why they've been so busy.
Yeah.
So they're kind of thinking maybe the Book of Revelations is actually
it's actually starting to happen. They shut the grid down. They arrest all the Ghostbusters. They go into jail, which, fun fact, Carl Weathers is there.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
Good times. No Urkel. No John McClane.
No.
He's there. He's just born to be a cop.
Yeah.
That was his role in life, was to play the role of a cop.
Basically.
Carl Winslow, not Carl Weathers. What the fuck is wrong with me?
No, it's okay.
Carl Winslow.
I've been, honestly, while you've been talking, I'm sitting here thinking, who the hell's Carl Weathers? I'm going to have to look this guy's...
Carl Weathers gets his arm ripped off by the Predator.
Yes, there it is. Yes.
He gets killed by Drago.
Yeah, because I was going to look up
Carl Weathers.
Carl Winslow's real name, because his last name is...
It's his real name in real life is Reginald Valjean.
Yeah, Valjean. That's so I was like, who the hell's Carl Weathers? That's not right.
No,
okay,
no.
So we're back.
Carl
kids.
Winslow.
We're back, kids.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah. So they're in jail, looking over the blueprints, and basically schooling all of the other people in the tank with them.
That I love they were allowed to bring blueprints to the city of New York and the power grid system into the prison.
No, they were looking at the lay of Dana Barrett's apartment. That's right, because they were explaining why it was basically like a magnetic field for paranormal activity. Yeah, and just one of the best lines. There were so many in this movie. It's like, whoever Ray just going, whoever designed this was either a certifiable genius or an authentic wacko. Let me guess, Gozer worshippers.
Am I right?
No studying. But yeah, this is where we get the line. Your girlfriend lives in the corner penthouse of Spook Central.
Which that's going to come into play later.
Which then Vengman breaks into Sinatra. So be good. For goodness sake. Whoa, somebody's coming.
And then about that time, you hear the guard yell,
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And then the mayor calls a meeting with the Ghostbusters.
Yeah. And Walter Peck.
And the Peck.
And the Peck.
Peck. And so they go talk to the mayor.
Yeah.
And the mayor's asking questions, and Peck is yelling over everybody. And the mayor basically
Mayor's like,
shut up.
Mayor's like, I had a 2-hour conversation with Fiorello LaGuardia in my bedroom last night, and he's been dead for 30 years. Yeah.
That's how those conversations happen.
The Archbishop comes in.
Yeah, it's a whole ordeal.
It's a big deal. And eventually the mayor kicks Peck out. And he basically commutes their sentence or something. There's like no trial. It's just they get to go and try and
Hold on, we missed. Well, I'm glad I pulled up. We missed something. Dr. Stan says everything was fine with our system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
Yeah.
They caused an explosion. Is this true? Yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true.
This man has no dick.
Yes.
So then they have another conversation. This city is headed for disaster of biblical proportions. What do you mean biblical? What he means is Old Testament. Mr.
Real
Mayor.
wrath of God type stuff.
Exactly. Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies, rivers and seas boiling, 40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the dead rising from the grave, human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. And then at that point, the mayor's like, all right, I get the point. Because each Ghostbuster is just slowly escalating the situation
just
into
slowly bringing it up. And just the mayor's like, get him out of here.
Actually, I just pulled this up too. The alternate wording for the cable TV version of the Dickless conversation.
Yeah.
Your Honor, our system was working just fine until the power grid was turned off by Willie Wick here. They caused an explosion. Is this true? It's true, Your Honor. This man is some kind of a rodent. I don't know which.
No.
It doesn't even make sense.
And this man has no dick.
Yeah, I mean, of course, they got to make it line up with the lips so it can sink, but it doesn't make sense.
This is just another case of the man keeping us down.
I would rather the line
It's like
just
bad
went,
lip reading.
Yeah, I would rather the line just went, this man has no...
Yeah.
And keep the movie going.
Yeah.
So yeah, the mayor offers them a provisional get out of jail free card, essentially.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that they can stop all this.
Yeah. And the EPA cannot.
No. So they suit up.
They get a parade downtown, police escorts.
And there were like 12 bike cops.
Yeah.
And then there was a squad car.
A couple of squad
then
cars. There was a van.
And it's like...
And they already had the barricades up for the crowd.
Yeah. And I mean, at this point, you've
figure.
got to... Yeah, might as well do a parade since we've got the barricades up already.
Why not?
But at this point, they don't really explain it, but it's almost like 2 days have passed at this point because they've been in jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's the next day.
Yeah.
So like in the movie,
and there's been a mad explosion because Vince Clortho and the gatekeeper finally got together and did some body rock and knocking the boots. And so like her corner apartment's just blown out.
Mm-hmm.
And it creates a stairway to Gozer.
Heaven? Oh, sorry. No stairway.
She's burning a stairway.
There it is. We'll play it.
Gozer. So, and they get there and the ground breaks up, cars go into the ground, the building starts to fall apart. So they have to take the stairs. She's in the corner penthouse, so it's
22nd floor.
Is it the 22nd floor?
Yeah. Because he says, tell me when we get to the 20th.
Yeah. The lines, where are we? 14. All right, when we get to 20, tell me. I'm going to throw up.
Because, they're wearing their jumpsuits.
The proton packs.
Boots, the 80 probably pound proton
yeah.
pack. Plus, they've all got a ghost trap strapped to their side. Those probably weighed another 10 or 15 pounds.
Easily.
They're probably carrying 100 pounds of gear.
Yeah.
And they're not military men. They're like just slightly overweight, out of shape.
Are
So-
academics.
Yeah.
They are academics and a guy who got fired from the garbage company or something.
I would have thrown up too. Shit.
I might have made it 10.
Yeah, I'd have probably left the pack and just been like, I'll come back for it.
No, I probably just sat for a minute.
30.
2 hours. Anyway.
So then they get to the top floor where Dana's apartment should be. And of course, the whole side of the building is gone because of the literal explosion.
Yeah.
And they have another set of stairs they see. And Ray says, where do these stairs go? Asking Venkman, like, what location do these stairs take us to? And Venkman goes, they go up. Thanks, smartass.
So we're gearing up for the showdown. They get to
Act 3.
Start Act 3. They get to the roof. And Tully and Dana are there. They turn into the Hellhounds. So they're dogs now.
Literally.
Well, I mean, like,
yeah,
it's like a longhorn bull and the bulldog from Tom and Jerry had a kid.
basically.
Kind of. If you've ever seen any bulldog from like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Very large up in the front, small in the back.
Yeah. Honestly, it does remind me of the Tom and
So
Jerry
that's what I always
You're
kind of
right.
pulled it as. So they're keeping tabs, and then finally Gozer shows up. Now,
Showtime.
mind you, Gozer should have been Pee Wee Herman. 'Cause
Not in our personal opinions.
No, like this was
actual casting.
Paul Rubens was tapped to play Gozer because he was scrawny and had the haircut. But I guess I don't know. Pee Wee's Big Adventure was coming or something.
Yeah, I just can't see Gozer walking down the stairs and be like, "Are you a god?" Yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
Are you a god?
More
And
like-
are you Arbor? What am I?
It was more like Doug Funny. It's all right.
God.
I know.
So, some Belgian supermodel or something shows up with like ice crystal unitard on.
Bjork looking motherfucker.
Bjork before Bjork. And
Bjork, you're Bjork.
She initially asks them if they are a god.
They all kind of look around at each other. And Ray
So of course
goes,
Ray. Well, no.
No.
Then
Die. And we get
Emperor
Palpatine
Palpatine lightning from the fingers.
Yeah, total rip.
They get pushed almost off the roof.
legs dangling off the roof.
Yeah.
People down below screaming. There's little
Yeah,
chunks
because there's
of
more
the
chunks
roof falling.
falling.
Very impressive CGI for the day.
There was no CGI. That was all practical, my friend.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't mean CGI.
Well, I mean, it was
CGI, but
animated. I mean, it was like cell animation.
Okay,
for
yeah.
for the lightning bolts and the
well, yeah,
streams.
of course, that wasn't actually happening.
But I mean, it was probably all like fish wire.
It was a hell of a camera angle then.
Yeah.
Good for them.
You had to be practical back
It's
then.
true. It's damn true.
Thanks, Kurt.
So they slowly pull themselves back up off the building, which I don't know why Gozer didn't just finish them off right there, honestly.
Well, I mean, you've seen a cat toy with a mouse right before it kills it. So, Winston just looks Ray in the eye and says, Ray, the next time someone asks you if you're a god, you say, yes!
And Ray's just like, yeah, got it.
So, yeah, all right, let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown. Grab their stick. Light it
Ready.
up. And they shoot at the Russian model. Russian, Belgian. Who the fuck cares? And she does like, the Luke Skywalker 180 moonsault from
45-foot long backflip.
Yeah. And lands, and then
They turn around, blast again, and she doesn't move.
she just disappears.
She just quote unquote vaporized.
Yeah.
And they think they vaped her and it's over.
And then you hear a voice from the sky.
Not something you ever want to have.
You never want that to happen. No, if that happens, you run, kids. You run away.
And don't clear your mind. Clear your mind. Don't think
Clear
about
your
anything.
mind. Do
Nobody
not think
about
of anything. Just clear your mind. Because they were supposed to pick the form of Gozer.
Yeah.
The destroyer. Yeah. And you're thinking they've done it. You're thinking they've got it figured out. No.
All of a sudden, they're mumbling to each other. Don't think of anything. Clear your mind. All of a sudden, Gozer says, "It has been chosen."
Yeah.
And they're like, no, wait. I didn't think about anything. Did you think about anything?
Form of the Destructor.
Vince, did you think about anything? Ray, did you? And Ray's just like, I couldn't help it.
You couldn't help what, Ray?
It just popped in there.
What just popped in there?
I don't remember exactly what he says.
Something about, like, I tried to think of the most harmless thing from a child. We're seeing Stay Puft Marshmallows.
All of a sudden, you hear like a T-Rex foot slap, and you turn around, and it's
the Michelin Man's foot in camera.
Yeah, 40-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. Oh no, he's taller than that.
40 stories. I mean, he's
huge. Huge.
Big marshmallow.
He's not from China.
Biggest one.
Some would say it was the biggest marshmallow ever.
Biggest marshmallow man ever.
I thought it was the most fantastic marshmallow. It was huge. Dressed like a sailor. We love all of our men and women in service.
I created the Space Force. So yeah, Stay Puft, big old smile on his face, walking through downtown, destroying buildings,
just happy as a pig and shit.
Couldn't be loving life anymore. And then all of a sudden
you see him turn the corner, and Venkman looks like a mother puss bucket, which is how they got around.
Yeah,
because
and that's not like a voiceover lip.
That's actually him.
That's what he actually says.
Literally came up with that, and it's coming. He steps on a church, and Venkman's like, "Nobody steps on a church in my town." And so they see it coming. They shoot at him, set him on fire, piss him off. He starts climbing.
Like, who decided let's roast the Marshmallow Man?
I mean, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean that's like clever
what
writing.
Else are you going to do with a Marshmallow
clever
Man?
Fucking writing.
What else are you going to do with a Marshmallow Man?
Yeah, basically they're plasma cannons that they have. Their proton packs shoot beams of essentially plasma.
Just nuclear energy.
And it just completely lights up Stay Puft's whole chest, and then he hugs the building.
He starts climbing it
and shoot right up, and the Ghostbusters all have to jump back to avoid being incinerated instantly.
Yeah. And so then let's be unoriginal. King Kong's it up the building.
Mm-hmm.
And then Egon comes up with the most brilliant idea. We'll cross the streams. Oh, you said that was bad.
You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client.
They want to get the portal to swing the other way. So gates. It's total platonic reversal.
Ray goes
total platonic reversal.
So they step up to the plate. Each one of them fires up the proton pack. You hear the classic.
There's something to that effect.
So fucking good at that, by the way.
Yeah, hey.
I love it. They turn the beams on one at a time, and then they slowly...
See you on the other side, Ray.
Yeah. See you on the other side, Ray. And Ray just smiles at it.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Dr. Venkman.
They slowly start bringing the tips together, and they decide to play just the tip, just for a little bit, just to see how it feels. And as each one of their little proton beamies gets... It just gets bigger. It just gets
twisted up. You see them twisting.
And at one point, there's like literally sparks shooting off it, and they're like holding their faces back.
It's because they touched the tips.
Yeah, you never touch the tip. They had their socks on, though.
They did have their socks on.
So, it's all right.
According to Nicolicious and Rob Dog, it's okay.
It's okay. Had the socks on.
That's right.
#we're hot.
So, doorway swings the other way. Stay Puft blows up.
Literally marshmallow everywhere.
Walter Peck gets drowned in like 600 gallons of hot marshmallow. So hot.
The Hellhounds, basically their outer shell kind of gets incinerated.
Yeah, it burns up, and it's just like this hard ash. shell. And that's not because I have a lisp.
I was gonna say it's kind of like Pompeii.
It's kind of like Pompeii, yeah. Except inside, because inside is, the actual human being.
Yeah, they find out, like, they're, at this point, everything's calmed down.
And
Stay Puft's gone, Gozer's
smells like
gone.
burnt hair.
Burnt hair. And he goes, "Oh, Venkman, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry." And because he's looking at this charred pile that used to be Dana.
This like dog paw that's like sticking up. Because he went tits up.
Yeah. He never got tits up.
On Colonel Sanders before he went tits up.
There you go.
But we'll do that one later. We should do that one.
We should do that one.
Yeah,
we'll give the kids a little dose of reality.
Absolutely. We'll make this a 2-parter too, because there's other stuff we want to talk about. But I mean, my God, we're almost.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap this up, and then I think
we get to the end. We're gonna get to the end of the movie, and then we're gonna wrap this up, and we'll do.
Hold on, kids. We're almost there.
Almost just a little longer.
We have one more cameo we have to tell you about too.
That was before. Was that before? It was before.
It was before.
It was before all this happened.
It started in about 89, I think, is when that started.
What are you talking about? I know who you're talking about, but I'm talking about in the movie. Because he goes 3, 2, you're on.
I don't know what you're talking about now.
I'm talking about the hedgehog.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, he was the camera guy.
Oh, I didn't know he was the camera guy.
Yeah, he was one of the TV camera guys.
He's in the crowd in New York after the Stay Puft, during the parade that they have at the end of the movie.
Look it up. I'm pretty sure he's a camera guy.
Looking it up. So anyways, explain to the kids what happened with the dog carcasses.
So they're all covered in shaving cream and they're depressed and they're going to go down off the roof because it's all over now. And you see the background in camera. Motherfucker. So, well then where was he a cameraman?
I have no idea. We'll have to look that up. Whatever movie.
I know what movie it is. Never mind.
Orgasmo?
No, The Chase.
You're right.
That's right. Because he goes 3, 2, you're on.
Yeah. See, our Ghostbuster, our heroes are covered in shaving cream.
Yeah, they're walking off, and you see the charred dog arm up, and it starts to like break away, and you see fingers stick out of the like what would have been the arm muscle of the dog, and they hear the rubble, and they turn around, and I mean, Venkman is just judo chopping the hell. Yeah. He's ninja chopping.
Yeah, he's not Judy chopping.
He's not karate. He's ninja chopping.
Use a can of skull as a weapon. Throw it right at it.
Normal cannons tuned back. He says you, no says I.
Ninja style.
Oh God, that would have made the movie so much better.
20 years too early, but
I know,
still.
Right? But so they start chopping away, hacking away, and there's Dana Barrett, alive and well, sorta ish.
She looks
good for having been a fried dog.
Yeah. Being possessed by a demonic spirit.
And of course,
see, if she had one of these, she would have been all right.
And then after the fact, Louis Tully's there with the head on.
You you hear, and then Venkman goes, "Go help the little guy."
Yeah.
So then the other Ghostbusters go over and bust him out, and then he's got the damn head.
He's got the dog head on,
helmet, like he's a mascot. And Ray helps him take it off, and the other Ghostbusters stand around him, and Louis is like, "Who are you guys?"
We're the Ghostbusters.
Who does your taxes?
Egon's talking about how he'd love to get a sample of his brain. Okay.
So stupid. But it's so great.
Cue happy music.
Happy music.
Everything works out. Dana and Venkman make out.
There's a hedgehog standing in the crowd.
There's a hedgehog in the crowd. And credits. And cue Ray Parker Jr., which for the longest time there was a lawsuit by Huey Lewis and the News.
Yep.
Saying that he ripped off I Want a New Drug.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I mean, like I was listening to it in headphones here and there and be like, this is bullshit. It doesn't sound like anything. I was listening to it in the truck. And in the sounds that are really, really loud. God damn, if it's not the Ghostbusters bass line, man.
Yeah. It
is. Like, it's just, it is. I'm like, they got a legitimate gripe, man. Not that it's here or there, because I mean, it's two completely different songs. But
tit for tat.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to say it was Vanilla Ice, where it's
right,
like,
yeah,
you know, it's totally different because it goes ding, 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 ding.
Versus do, 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 do.
Yeah, I'm not pulling the Vanilla Ice defense on it.
You
it's
can definitely.
But you have to listen to it to actually like hear it.
Right.
Because at first blush, you're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
No, I get it now. But good on Ray Parker, man. You know, he made a.
Oh, he cashed in.
Oh, it was catchy. It was catchy as hell.
That song is still played during like Halloween.
Oh,
on the
for
radio,
sure.
At parties.
Oh, for
all
sure.
That shit.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's still getting a paycheck.
For sure. So
I'm going to email his guy and just see how much it would cost us to play 30 seconds of that song at the beginning of this episode.
Fuck that. See if he'll come on the show.
Oh, shit. I'm going to look into that.
I think you should.
His agent or Ray Parker Jr.?
Both.
Whichever. Yeah, we don't really care. We'd take an interview from anyone.
Murray seems like a nice guy. See if he'll do it.
There you go. Maybe we can get the hedgehog.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Bill Murray. Nothing against the hedgehog.
No, you're right.
I don't need penicillin with Bill Murray.
That's a good point.
And I'm allergic to penicillin.
That's a good point. Yeah. It's all right.
Well, let's see. What have we learned? I ain't afraid of no ghost. You do it right, the eggs will cook themselves.
Dana sleeps above her covers.
4 feet above her covers.
She barks.
She drowls. She barks. She growls. She drools.
Something plot. Something proton pad. Something don't cross the stream. Something do cross the stream.
Something Larry King. Some commercial. No job is too big, no fee is too big. Don't cross the stream.
I think every episode we do now going forward, the end of it has to have a recap done by Harrison Ford.
I can do that.
I think we need to.
I think we can do that. Yeah, I think we can
if you think that's a good idea, send us an email. The Maximum Effort No, I'm sorry. The Maximum Effort Podcast at gmail.com.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a survey. I'm gonna put a survey up on our Instagram too. See how many kids think that should be a good idea.
I think that should be a good idea. Should be a totally good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get to because there was a sequel.
There was
a Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
He's Vigo.
He's like swatting at flies. We'll get me.
You're stepping away from the venting now.
Yeah, we're getting in the weeds again.
Yeah, we're getting in the weeds again. So
we had a lot more.
There was a lot more because there was,
but
when
you're quoting your favorite movie, you could literally just talk about the whole damn movie. I'm probably going to go home and watch it tonight now.
Yeah, I mean, might have to do that now. But
except he's already home, so he's not going to go home. He's going to go downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
next episode, we're going to discuss the deets of the first movie. We'll go into the second movie.
Well, we already did the deets of the first movie.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we can recap it.
Yeah, because somebody might have missed this one. They're not smart enough to go back and watch or listen to part 1 of part 2.
It's a fucking podcast, man. Oh, yeah, because anybody really watches the YouTubes.
All 4 people that watch the YouTube, one of them...
We're up to 4 now?
Well, I watch it twice sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't count.
You know.
Although you're a better person than I am, I still haven't watched it. I can't.
I knew it.
I can't.
Can't look at yourself?
I can't stand to look at myself.
Can't stand to listen to yourself either?
I'll listen to myself once in a while.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Do you talk dirty to yourself on a recording and then later when you need it, you play it back? Oh, okay.
No, I like to flip the script whenever I'm alone.
There we go. Spit in your own mouth.
I mean, if the boot fits.
Stick it in your ass. I think we just turned it into a rated R podcast. With that one line.
Hey, there's a reason that little E is on the side.
That's right.
I have to do that because of this. Fuck.
Can't get my fucking mouth shut. See, I don't even know I'm doing it.
Anyway.
Anywho, kids.
A scale of 1 to maximum effort. What you thinking?
Oh, we threw maximum
effort. Yeah. Just look at the time code.
Yeah.
We threw maximum effort.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll do next week. Well, next episode here in the next week or so.
Yep. You'll get part 2.
You'll get part 2 coming soon
on a semi-regularly scheduled program.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to shoot for actually doing this every other Sunday, sitting down, talking amongst ourselves and getting these things out a little more frequently.
It's good to get it out. You don't want to hold it.
It is good to get it out.
It's better out than in. That's what I always say.
Thank you, Shrek. All right. Anything else?
No. I got nothing else I want to say.
All right. Well, then I guess that's this one. That's the episode for this week, kids. I'm Dave.
I'm still Adam.
Still.
Yep. God. Can't be helped.
Change your name already.
Fuck you.
Is that your domestic policy or your foreign policy?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
All right, kids. That's the Maximum Effort Podcast this week. I'm Dave.
I'm still Adam.
Later.
Peace.